Hello everyone, my name is Mari. I'm from Armenia and I represent Wikimedia Armenia. First of all, thank you for coming. And second of all, um, I'm very proud to present this topic, especially today, because today is Armenia's Independence Day. So I'm proud to be presenting this day. Okay, now about Wikipedia for Women. We have been thinking of organizing a special event for women, um, concentrated on women issues, women-related issues on Wikipedia for a long time. However, last year, after our free speech wiki gathering, we decided to apply for a grant. And after working for 9 months with hard work and waiting for a long time, our Wikipedia for Women project became a reality. So it was financed by Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom. And we hope that this will become an annual project, just like the Financial Economic Wiki Month, which we organize with the Central Bank of Armenia. Now, let me tell you about the purpose of this project and some overview. You know that some people consider Wikipedia to be written by white men, which doesn't include opinions of diverse communities and especially women. Considering this, Wikimedia Armenia decided to start a project which will concentrate and focus on women-related problems, women's health, popular women. So we decided to do this project, to start this project. And the purpose of the project, as you can see here, by the way, that is the logo designed by one of our employees. And the purpose of the project is to uncover content gaps, first of all, to uncover content gaps related to women, their rights and health. The second purpose was to engage more women in creating articles about themselves and to have articles created and improved from women's point of view. Some overview and about some processes. As I mentioned, it was financed by the Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom. However, there were a lot of other stakeholders, organizations who were interested in collaborating with us. And we had a good collaboration with other organizations as well. But we hope that in the future it will become even bigger than this year. So we were targeting organizations besides our community, organizations that were working with women. And we also were targeting newcomers. So for this purpose, we decided to do the project with 3 stages. The first stage, as you can see, is the panel discussion to discuss and uncover the women-related gaps on Armenian Wikipedia. The second was training sessions for newcomers. This was specific trainings organized for newcomer participants who wanted to join the project. And the third one, the main part of the project, was Wikipedia for Women Wiki Gathering in Zakhkazor, Armenia. So let's go step by step. The first one was panel discussion. The idea of the panel discussion was to gather organizations which were working with women and for women in one place and to discuss and uncover which topics were important and needed to be on Armenian Wikipedia. So on May 20 this year, we had this gathering, this panel discussion at Wikimedia Armenia's office. And during the 3-hour discussion, some topics were uncovered. The ones that the participants decided that were so important that needed to be covered with these projects at the first place. So the 5 topics were the following. As you can see here, it's vital articles about women's health. Always health is one of the most important things that medical articles that we pay attention to. The next one was women in financial sector, successful women, women in science and technology, and finally women's rights. As I mentioned, newcomers, we were targeting not only experienced editors, but also newcomers. So for them, we organized the special training sessions. The idea of the training session was to gather all newcomers in one place and teach them how to work on Wikipedia, what Wikimedia movement is, Wikipedia tool citation, how to do the citations in a right way, what common mistakes usually newcomers do. So this was the idea, and it happened in early June. The training sessions, 21 newcomers participated in these training sessions, and based on their performance, mainly how active they were during the training sessions and how with what quality of articles they created during the sessions, they were selected for the main part of the project, the Wikipedia for Women Wiki Gathering. So, Wikipedia for Women Gathering was the main part of the project, though the project itself lasted for a month. But the most important, this main event was put to the end of the project, like the last 4 days. An interesting fact about Armenian community, which we have seen this past couple of years. Armenian community is active whenever there is a possibility of getting in one place, gathering in one place and contributing together. So people are more motivated, more engaged in Wikipedia and Wikimedia projects whenever they are in one place and they have this kind of wiki atmosphere and feeling of belonging. So we had this experience with Financial Economic Wiki Month this year, when 1/3 of the articles created were actually created and improved during the 4-day wiki gathering. So this was a good experience, a good lesson learned, and we decided to do the same thing for Wikipedia for Women gathering as well. To organize a 4-day wiki gathering in Zahkazor. It happened in June 26-30. We had 41 participants, out of which there were 16 newcomers, which we selected based on the training sessions. These participants were separated into 3 groups, and each group had its experienced editor. As someone who will assist newcomers, and not only newcomers, everyone, and also why not check their articles for common mistakes, possible common mistakes, and also content wise, some things that translation things that the experienced editor can help with. The activities of Wikipedia for Women didn't limit themselves with just editing hours. We had very women-focused event. We watched a movie on women, about women in NASA. We had game nights, a brain ring, game quiz, and the questions were almost all about women. And of course, a meeting with one of the stakeholder organizations which joined the project itself, Deposit Guarantee Fund of Armenia. Yeah. Yeah, also one more thing, to have some fun, of course, not only editing, but also to have fun. We organized, with the help of financial support of Deposit Guarantee Fund of Armenia, we organized a tour to a photo walk to Bichini Fortress and Surpas Vazatin Monastery in Armenia. The participants took photos of those places, and they will be uploaded to Wikimedia Commons this year during Wiki Loves Monuments. It will start on October the 1st in Armenia. Now, let's also talk about the outcomes and results that we reached with Wikipedia for Women project. Throughout the gathering, we had, as I mentioned, 41 participants, and as we were targeting women, but not restricting the participation of other community members, we had 30 women participants in our Wiki gathering. And during the gathering, 321 articles were created and improved. And as we saw during the Financial Economic Wiki Month, this time as well, 60% of articles were creating during this Wiki gathering. So participants worked with a lot of effort, and I believe they liked it a lot. That's why they continued writing a lot more articles. So throughout the project, as I mentioned, the project lasted for a month. We had 53 participants and 517 articles with 12 million bytes contribution to Armenian Wikipedia. We hope that, yeah, but by the way, at the end of the at the end of this event, we also awarded 20 active participants with certificates from Wikimedia Armenia and the Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom. Also, the Deposit Guarantee Fund of Armenia, which financed the photo walk. It also awarded some participants who created articles about women in finance. We hope that this was a one of a kind event for Wikimedia Armenia, one of a kind project, because Armenian Wiki community members participated in WikiGap. However, Wikimedia Armenia itself never organized anything that focused on women on this mainly this topic. That's why we consider that this first experience was a good one. We had a lot of success, and hopefully we will be able to make this project an annual one. Yeah, hopefully we'll have this next year as well, with a lot more organizations involved than just by one or two. Thank you. If you have, yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Wait a minute.
Well, anyways, uh, where did you find newcomers in the first place? Because that is one of the hardest question, I think. Because let's say from Croatia, I'm from Croatia. A lot of young women, young people moved out when we came in the European Union. So let's say about 300,000 people move, out of Croatia, and also we have, let's say, problem with a lot of unemployed women. And then there is a problem of lack of time. So a lot of women don't have spare time to do something like Wikimedia, even they want it. So where did you find? And do you think it's going to continue? Can they do something in long term? Thanks.
Thank you for the question. I have 2 points to make here. First of all, um, I don't know how it happened like that, but Armenian Wiki community has a lot of women members, a lot of girls who start editing at very young age due to our wiki clubs and continue actively participating. So we don't see a lack of women participation in our projects. The other one about newcomers, we announced about this project. Also, we sent an announcement to the organizations that I talked about outside of Wikimedia Armenia, outside of the Wiki community. We had a lot of people, applications from different non-Wikimedian atmospheres, from fields, non-Wikimedian fields. And I don't see, for instance, in Armenian case, I don't see a problem of finding newcomers. We always in all our projects, we see 300, 200 people applying, and we don't have that much capacity to help them learn Wikipedia and about Wikimedia projects. So
I do hi. I'm Andrei. I'm from Slovenia. I was involved a few times in uh, project, women edit Wikipedia as a technical support because the owner of the project didn't have technical knowledge how to be involved. I think that she was very active in LGBT community, and that's how she gained traction or attention needed or co-workers needed for the project. This was my experience for the colleague asking where to get participants in some editathon.
Thank you.
Having technical support from the community is important. So yes, we know that sometimes people has these excuses to not help because they are not agreeing with feminist things and the projects we are doing. And sometimes we do not have this help from the community we need, and which is in a wiki way our philosophy.
Yeah, by the way, we had a lot of male participants in this project as well, who were supporting the topic and were very happy to contribute to it as well. So they were supportive.
Yeah, I attended this event in person and they came, so I was there on site available, and it was very helpful, I think. For the first year, yes.
Okay. I was curious why you chose women's health as one of the top topic areas.
Okay, so Wikimedia Armenia has been working with the Medical University of Armenia for a long time. We have always targeted medical articles, and when talking about women, we always think about one of the topics that we pay attention to is health, because we have a lot of medical students in our community, and they mainly contribute to medical articles. So why not have this health component of Wikipedia for women? So that's why that became one of the main topics of the project itself.
I think the foundation focuses on this. Do you know? Okay, so maybe there is some collaboration. Interesting. Anyway, I pass.
Yes, at the foundation, some of the gender-based work was also taking a focus on women's health issues in some other countries. I wanted to ask if you had media coverage of this work, if it managed to get covered by the general media beyond your blog and your own social media, if the press or radio or TV covered it, and if so, did you see some effects of that? And I wanted to add, speaking of media coverage, to the question from Croatia about where you find people. I mean, obviously, that's, as you said, not a problem you have, but the gender gap itself can be made a hook, right? If you create like a headline, like, did you know that I don't know, on our wiki there are only 80 women scientists total covered. That's like a shocking headline that can bring people who may not care in the abstract about free knowledge or Wikipedia, but they care about when they hear that. That needs to be fixed. Someone needs to do something. So you can use sort of activist energy, feminist activist energy to draw people in rather than the general audience that may or may not show up. But yeah, the question is.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback and the question. I'll ask our president to answer it, but before he answers, I'll tell you that we have very active social media pages, very active, especially Facebook and Instagram, and we always we covered this project day by day on our social media, Facebook and Instagram, with reels, with stories, with pictures, posts. So we did our best to showcase these projects, starting from the panel discussions, training sessions, the gathering itself on our social media. So from my point of view, we did the best we could with our social media. Shak?
Yeah, one of colleagues asked actually how we get newcomers. As Mari said, you first need to understand your community, from where they're getting new the information. For Armenian community, Facebook, Instagram, social media is very actually popular among our community. And Mari didn't say, I think, but most of the participants were youth actually. So we are advertising and posts. We are creating posts in Instagram, our official page, Facebook official page, and a lot of participants are getting know about our projects from those two sources. So you can try a lot of options and find what is relevant for your community actually. And second, you asked about will this project be continuous. We have some preliminary agreements with the funding organization that yes, it will be continuous because they really liked how this wiki project was ended with the results and the impact and the interest from the community. So we have preliminary agreement that we hold another WikiHuman Cup in June 2025, actually.
Yeah, I'll add one more point here about the social media, the coverage. I just remembered it. So we also did interviews with participants. Both newcomers and experienced ones, and we tried to understand what kind of impact this gathering had on them, the project itself had on them, and everyone was saying positive things, like they learned a lot of the articles they created. By the way, based on the topics that we uncovered, we prepared a lists of articles, a lot of articles, from which the participants choose to create or improve their articles. So the participants, whomever we interviewed, they all told that it had a positive impact on them. So we did these interviews, and it is available on our YouTube channel. We also tried that one to um, make others also understand that the topic is vitally important and it is valued by our community.
Just one thing, if I may say. So, like an answer to you and to you and to you, I think that maybe situation in Croatian Wikipedia is very specific because it was very toxic around 10 years, let's say. And a lot of topics and works we are doing now is very hard. Like we are doing from the start, but it's not clean start, it's a dirty start. So I'm graphic designer. I was leading internet show with workers from culture. Our last work was with the Museum of Contemporary Arts, and it's the biggest museum in country. So we had Instagram, Twitter. They have their own resources and so on. But even though we are struggling because of those 10 years uh, ahead of us or before us. And even now, as I said before, when Serbian colleagues were there, we were writing about something, some violinist, female violinist, and then somebody said, oh, she's not from that other community, she's not important enough, who is she? It just say talk and so on. And on the other topics, let's say when we are involved with non-governmental feminist or LGBTQ organizations, they say like, oh, they're all paid by Soros or somebody. It's dirty work. You're working for somebody, and they vote and they delete it. So, it's different situations. So I just want to say I understand situation in Croatia, and it's obviously not the same as in Armenia. So we have to endure and, gain the victory somehow. So
No more questions? Okay, thank you very much.